This presentation is rated HO and is intended for mature audiences. It may contain references to other scales. Viewer discretion is advised.
G'day and welcome to the next in our line of unboxing videos for the Australian Model Railway Group video channel. Today we've got a selection of the recently released NTAF petroleum wagons from SDS. These were run a few years ago. There was a whole stack of them done through from the 1950s, 60s, 70s and 80s. And this time the rerun is looking mainly at the late 80s and into the 90s. And there's even a couple of tankers that are currently running in preservation. I'll go through just a couple of actual wagons out of the packs. Not enough time really to go through each of the packs, but you'll see a series of photos and some videos of them. I'll just pull out a few of kind of my favourites. I'll start at the bottom, which is actually pack 15. Pack 14 and 15 are single wagons, and they're actually this NTAF 7079. This is in its current form running with Transport Heritage New South Wales. So anyone that's running preservation trains, if you've got a 38 or a Garrett or a 35 or a 32, you really need one of these behind it. You'll see this particular wagon in use on most of the Rail Transport Museum's services at the moment. The Pack 14 is the same wagon but without the logo on the side. And I think it might be slightly different on this end. When it was running with Canberra, with ACT Canberra, I think they did it up and began running it with the Garrett when they originally got that back into service. So this one really is a must-have for anyone that's running current preservation trains. The next pack we'll have a look at is in fact pack number 1. 1 through to 13 are 4 wagons in a pack, and 14 and 15, as we just said, was the single wagon in preservation. So just a couple of picks out of pack 1. Lovely weathered Caltex tanker. Some of these were originally done years ago by SDS, but they were basically done in freshly painted versions. So this would have been black, just with the white lettering. What SDS have done this time is to do the wagons in a more weathered colour scheme, and this will make it really easy to be able to weather them up, because you only just need to dirty them up a little bit and maybe put a few spills from the domes and that, rather than trying to alter the whole look of the wagon from freshly painted to weathered. It's incredible when you start to look at these wagons just how many variations there are. This one's a 2-dome, and they're like an oval dome. Others have got round domes. There's squat domes. There's small domes. There's big domes, and there's even other bits and pieces on the top of the tank. So there must be quite a number of tooling and that's been used to accommodate all the different plug-in pieces there. So that's the nice looking Caltex tanker NTAF 3287. And the other interesting one in this pack is this one. It's been converted into, it's been put into the Caltex, which later became Ampol block train. It's got the blue bogies, and we'll see this on a couple of other of the Ampol tankers. But it's actually the old silver CSR tanker, once again, that was done previously by SDS. But once again, it's in a weathered form. The silver's weathered to a pretty grimy kind of grey, and the logo is just peeking through the paintwork there. three round domes on the top there with an inspection hatch. These are beautiful wagons. They run so well. I've had trouble photographing some of these because every time I put them on the table, the damn things want to run away, even though the table is almost perfectly flat. The slightest incline, the bogies on these and the wheel sets are so good. They're also reasonably heavy. They roll extremely well. They're not overly heavy, but they're not light as you may expect, especially when they've got a skeletal underframe like this. So that's the CSR, that's NTAF 3346, and both of those are out of pack 1. The other ones in the pack are just weathered with minimal logos and things like that. Next one to look at is pack 4. These are 4 different BP tankers. Quite a variety here. They've all got the green bogies, which was the telltale sign that they were in BP service. This one's still got the classic BP logo on the side there. It's even got a little one there on the front, on the ends. Single dome. Not too many single domes in these packs, but they're quite an attractive wagon. Green bogies, as I said. Slightly weathered. It's just not black. You can see, in fact, where there's patches have been painted in black when it's been relettered and everything. And once again, great starting point. Very few of the manufacturers have done this kind of thing. They all paint their things up as if they're pretty much brand new. And we know that they didn't stay like that for long, and it's quite a bit of work to try and weather it down, lighten it up a little bit. Most of the work is already done for you, and it's maybe just deserves a bit of a spill of oil or something out of the top there, down maybe near the ladder. So SDS have done this on a couple of things now. They've also done the cement wagons that were released a little while ago, and they're nice in being in all different weathered versions and that. NTAF 7260. The BP ones, in their original form, they used to have a yellow line along the side. This one has obviously had a patch put over so we can't see the logo, and then you can see where they've actually painted out the yellow line. So 2 dome, 2 round dome, pretty much the same on both sides. These have got little platforms just near the domes there to stand up on. Beautiful etched walkways, see-through walkways on the top of all of these wagons, and the underfloor details just quite incredible, including the little plastic chains there to make the handbrakes operate. So these are all in this kind of pre-weathered livery. 2 domes, 3 domes. There's a whole stack of them, but they'd look great together as a block train. Quite stunning with the green bogies. Next up to look at is pack 5. This is like a split pack. It's 4 wagons, but the first 2 wagons are BP. And as we'll see, the other 2 are Ampol. This is a gorgeous looking wagon. It's got the BP logo. It's still got its yellow line, but they've gone and patched the end of it there. Probably updated it to when it's been updated to kilometres an hour and that. And they've actually patched it over the BP logo. No, it's not a misprint. There's photos of this actual wagon, and that's exactly what they did. You'd wonder sometimes what these guys are thinking when they're repainting these. Why would you paint half over a logo? You'd think that you'd paint it all out, but quite a unique wagon. Little BP logo on the end. Unusual, it's got 3 elliptical domes, and you can see the fine the see-through walkways and the little see-through platforms on the top for the operators to stand on when they're filling it. So yeah, quite a unique wagon. The other half of this pack, the other two wagons, are both Ampol. This one, once again, they got the blue. This one's got the blue bogies, and it's even got a blue underframe, and the modern Ampol logo there. 3 domes, non-slip covering on the top there, the see-through walkways, Ampol logo on the end. So there's a few Ampol wagons across the different packs. There's another one in this pack that's got it's just black, and it's got a more modern version of the logo there, just in black and white. So that one's pretty much as it would have come into service, and that a much cleaner looking wagon, modern Ampol logo on the end there. So split pack, 2 slightly different eras. You'd have to refer to the website, but the 2 BP wagons are a little earlier than these 2 Ampol wagons. Next pack that we're having a look at is pack number 6 from SDS. Let's get 4 wagons, all in the kind of weathered brown colour. So nice and easy to weather, a little bit of a dusting, bit of an oil spill on these that come up a treat. This one is the second one out of the pack with the large modern Ampol logo. 3 domes, anti-slip coating just around the centre dome there. The first wagon out of this pack is very similar, but the Ampol logo is about 2/3 of the size of that. Have a look at the photos that I'll post on AMRG or the webpage, the SDS webpage. You'll see all the graphics and that. See how easy that runs? Just wants to get away from us. The third wagon in this pack, once again, same colour scheme, with a nice red total logo on the side. Unusual 3 dome, but the middle dome is offset, right? Not centered there. Must be something to do with the internal construction of the tank. There's only a couple of wagons out of all the packs that have got that offset dome. Makes it just a little bit unique. Also, you can see on these, there's like a protective bar that runs across the top of the dome. That presumably is to stop anything that might be dragging, gets dragged across the top there, and it doesn't snag and take off the valves and things like that. Some of the tankers on some of the block train tankers have got like a block here. Once again, if something drags across the top, it lifts it up and doesn't damage the wagon, take the dome off or something like that. So yeah, 2 Ampol wagons in this pack, a total, and the fourth wagon is doesn't have a logo on it at all. No, actually, no, it does. It's got a small. Have a look at the graphics. It's got a small SO Australia logo just down in that bottom corner there. But into the kind of the more modern wagons, this pack. That's pack 6. After 6, obviously, comes pack 7. Pack 7, another 4 wagon pack. It's split. There's 2 Ampol tankers. This one is very similar to the other one that we saw, but this is a 2-dome version. Blue bogies, but it's got a grey underframe. It doesn't have the blue underframe like the other one out of the other pack. The other one out of the other pack, I think, was a 3-dome. Modern Ampol logo on the end. Much more modern wagon. The other one out of the pack is almost identical to the other one out of the other. It's just an overall black with a little white Ampol. The other 2 wagons are these gorgeous looking mobile wagons in grey, with a black non-slip coating on the top and 2 domes. 2 identical wagons, 5020 and 5021. They're the only 2 my understanding, they were the only two that were painted up into this colour scheme. The mobile on these, most of the wagons, if you turn them around, if I turn that Ampol wagon around, it's the same. So the Ampol logos are on kind of diagonally opposite, whereas with these, the mobile is there, and then when I turn it around, it's actually on the same end. So once again, two nice modern wagons. These have been available previously as single wagons, but in this instance, you get the two wagons in the 4 wagon pack, and that being pack 7. The last pack we've got to look at, I've actually borrowed from a friend because I've actually got some of these wagons previously. This particular pack is pack 10. Just double checking there, so we got the right wagon numbers. Yeah, this is pack 10. These are the Ampol bulk petrol train. There are 3 packs of 4 wagons, so there's 12 wagons in total. They are all identical. The ones I've got here have all got round domes. I have a feeling that some of them might have oval domes, but that's the only differences. Obviously, they've all got unique numbers. Quite a stunning looking set of wagons. They went and overhauled the wagons. They used to overhaul them down there at Meeks Road. I remember seeing them being done up there when I used to go into work on the train. Once again, weather them up, put a few oil spills down the side and that. But a rake of 8 or even the full 12 of these would look quite spectacular. So packs 9, 10 and 11 off the top of my head are the bulk oil packs, the bulk Ampol packs. 4 in a pack, 3 identical packs, so for a total of 12. So these ones have actually been out for a few weeks. The other ones that I've showed you there have all just arrived literally in the last week. I only just picked up my order yesterday. So that's about all that we've got to look at. No time really to go through every wagon. Have a good look at the SDS website. There are also a couple of Victorian packs. There's a Victorian bulk petrol tanker, a couple of packs in that. There's also one, I think it's marked as Australian National. It's got some different coded wagons and that in there. So there's about 15 packs, 15 or 16 packs, 15 packs actually, all up. Have a look at the graphics on the website. Have a look at the photos that I've posted and the videos. These have already been shipped out to some of the retailers. So they should be available through your local hobby shop or, of course, directly from SDS. And I don't reckon that these ones are going to last. I know the other ones sold out in pretty quick time. So these being either new liveries, new logos, or revised weathered liveries, should look great running with more modern trains from the 80s, 90s, and of course the preservation stuff with that other wagon that I showed you at the start. So thank you for watching. There should be some other videos coming through. We've had a few deliveries. I've got a few bits of video on that shot at the moment that I need to edit up. So keep an eye out on AMRG and on the YouTube channel. And we'll see what comes up next. There's quite a bit of stuff coming from a number of the manufacturers. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.